Hello. Okay.
Hard.
Yeah, right.
All right. Do you all want to come up to the couch and we can start somehow? Um, Perfect. So Anna, are you going to be able to? You eventually get on a computer, or are you just going to hang out with us? It's cool that
Two
it's
blocks
working.
from my house. Yeah, now we
What?
know it works on phones. I'm like 2 blocks from my house, so I'll be there. And yeah, sorry,
No, no, no
sorry about
problem.
Okay.
that.
Looks like a pleasant
Everybody was a
walk.
little bit late today, and
It
so anyway.
is.
Anyway, Carla, why don't you introduce yourself to the others who are
Sure.
here?
My name's Carla Troutman, and I am with the Northern California Writing Project. Um, uh, and I also serve on the board of directors for the National Writing Project. Um, so I have my finger in all kinds of pies relative to the National Writing Project. Um,
And what's your actual job?
my actual job is I'm a director of educational services for a county office for the Siskiyou County Office of Education in California. Um, so I've had that job for a couple of years. I was a classroom teacher for 20 years of English language arts and history social studies. Um, so I did that for 20 years, and now I help other teachers around our county, which is this year has been a big heavy lift for
And,
sure.
and yeah, lots of stories. They've been
Yeah.
interesting. The And Carla, you recently made a set of playlists for LRNG. So,
Yes.
and I was interrupting you in that process once in a while.
No, you were great. You were
and
contributing.
and anyway, so thank you for coming tonight. I do want to make this very practical and real. So as soon as you can get logged into youthvoices.live, please do that.
The other thing I should
Yeah.
mention, just because we're talking about youth voices and LRNG, is that
Mhm.
I've negotiated a partnership between LRNG and Siskiyou County Office of Education, and so um, they've given access to all of our high school teachers and students to the LRNG content for digital learning as a pilot program of how this might look from, you know, a high school perspective as opposed to a organization type perspective.
Wow.
So we're learning all kinds of things through that process.
So as we move away, you move in. That's cool.
Yeah, it's been great for for the schools and for the students.
Okay. Love to know more about that eventually. We're going to do something kind of different tonight. In that, what I'd love for each of you to do, and I think a few other people, it was interesting how many people sent messages like, "I've got a meeting right up until 9 o'clock." So anyway, other people might pop in here as we go. But what I thought to do was to show you one playlist that that we built it together with your suggestions, and I want to show you that playlist and show you what's in it, and then ask you to set up a. Then I also created a template. Ask you to copy that template and start messing around with it yourself. Okay. So does that sound reasonable?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And I'm going to share my screen, my window, and is that the right one? Yeah. All right. So at some point in this, while you're listening to me, you might want to go on a different tab and get logged into Youth Voices. Okay, I've got to pull this up. Sorry. Okay, just to point out that where we're going to go here, and if you can't see it, let me know. But over here under playlists, you can see 3 drop downs, right? Youth can't see that's not true. They can. I mean, anyway, Everyone can see all these drop downs.
I can only see. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Take it back.
Okay. So the second drop down, which is drafts, will take you to this, and I'd love for you to have your draft end up here, right? Which I'll show you in a second. Marina Lombardo, for example, created Marina's Playground, so she's just messing around. So this could be something that you're building seriously right away, or it could be something that you just want to mess around and play with, okay? But it'll go on that drafts thing list, okay? This collected ELA class, you can see that later. And then this, there's a link to all of our playlists on LRNG. Who just arrived? Janet, hi there. You haven't missed much. You haven't missed much. Okay, so I'm going to click on playlists. There is one playlist here so far, and then there's a link to the Connected ELA course, which is many others, and there's a link to the drafts. But this playlist, I just want to kind of quickly show you what's here. Okay, this is going to be speed. So there is a title, right? There's an image representing that title. There's a we invite you sentence. There's a what is this thing that we're going to make together, right? Or you're going to make. And there's some answer to that. You're going to see these all in the template later. Then there are any number of activities. So far on the template there are 3. Just want to read, I've read this to you before, but this sentence here, as you finish each of these endeavors, your work will be collected on the timeline of your profile. At a later time, we'll ask you to bookmark the items. So that's sort of the philosophy here that we're working with, that when you do the work on Youth Voices or Now Comment, once that link is made, everything shows up on your profile. All right. So you don't have to turn stuff in separately. I've also moving away from badges, and there was a recent report worth mentioning. It's published in the fall, I think, actually, but I read it recently. That looked at all the MacArthur stuff from 2012, and by stuff I mean all the grants they gave for badging systems, and the badging systems that were tied to criteria and badging systems that were tied to completion of work disappeared within 3 years, right? Badging systems that were collaborative and people were giving them to each other, peer sort of recognition of work, have survived. So it sort of confirms our direction here. And so do want you to think about these playlists as relating back to the habits of mind that we're working on. So you'll see that again in a second.
Hey, Paul.
Should I stop? Yep.
When you get a second, can you put a link to that article that you're talking about in the chat?
I will do that. Yep.
Or share it somehow.
Yep, I will do that. Yeah, sorry, I should have had it readily available. I knew you were going to ask, but I'll find it. Yeah, it's not hard. At some point, I'll do that while you're working. So if you open each of these, okay, personalize your profile. There are these black headers, and you'll see these again in the template. You can decide to use them or not. I just want to have some sort of standardization here. So there's an image, there's what the kid's going to learn, what the youth are going to learn, and then an invitation for what they're going to do in this particular activity, right? There's a how-to step-by-step. There's a place to put a video. And then there's an indication, here's what you're going to make. Here are the 3 things you're going to have on your, right? So those are explicitly listed. And this I've put in since you've seen this with Chris Sloan's urging. that we have examples, right? As much as we can, we want to have examples. So a youth could click on here, I think, yeah, and see Brenda Lee's profile, could click here and see Selena's profile, click here and see Drew's profile. So there's some tabs that make that available. So suggesting you might want to design that. And then at the bottom, there's habits of mind you'll practice when you do this activity. All right. So just briefly hitting those things again on the second activity. There's an image, there's a what you're going to learn, there's what we're inviting you to do, there's a how-to, there's a video. It doesn't have to be, but there's what we're inviting you to make. Then there are 3 examples, right? In fact, there are more examples here. And then there are the habits of mind that you're practicing. So that's sort of the standards that we're looking at. Okay. Any sort of questions on what that looks like?
When you say standards, you
I
mean
mean, by that I mean that's just a format that I'm suggesting.
that's a standard issue.
Yeah. So when you go to, and you could go here now, when you go to drafts playlists, you'll see that these are in various states of beginning. And we want you to add one here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You want to click on the playlist template.
Paul, I put the link in the chat
Okay.
for anyone who needed it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where'd you find it? Did I send it to you?
You emailed it to me, everybody? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It was in my email somewhere.
That's cool.
So what are we clicking on?
Okay, I'll go back. So on Youth Voices, when you're logged in, you don't actually have, yeah, you do to be able to use it. You want to scroll down and hit the drafts playlists.
Okay.
And then scroll down to the bottom and find the playlist template.
Oh, that's what I needed. Okay.
All right. And then way up at the top, there's a copy to a new draft button. Which, by the way, if you're not aware of this yet, that exists on every page on Youth Voices. Anybody can do that on anybody's post or any page you want to play with. Do click that. I will also. It doesn't take too long, I don't think, but it takes 20 seconds. It'll make a copy of this. Okay, give me I can't see you while I'm doing this, so give me a verbal thumbs
I
up.
got a little pop-up box that said background request blocked. Now, I don't know, maybe I have an ad blocker on or something.
I don't know.
I'll send you a screenshot of that.
Anybody else
Okay,
have
where are
a
we
prep?
clicking?
Hold on, I'm lost already.
Okay,
Where are we going?
I'll go back.
You know how I am. Let me watch it again.
Chris, look around in look around in your browser permissions.
Yeah, I paused my ad blocker and just dismissed the message. So anyway, I think I'm on the copy of the template playlist.
Okay. Janet,
Mm-hmm.
are you here yet? Playlist template?
No, I'm looking. What did you hit to? I'm on
Okay.
the playlist page,
All right.
but I missed.
You need to go. So if you're on the playlist page, there's a link down here to see drafts.
Oh,
There's also a link in the drop down up under playlist, but either way.
okay. Okay.
So what I'm going to teach you to do right now is have your very drafty playlist that you're going to mess around with on this page. So you want to click playlist template.
Mhm.
All right. And we're setting up work you might do this summer or in the future, whatever. Okay. Is everyone here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Carla, you here?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So to make this template yours, you have to hit up in the black bar at the top, you have to copy to a new draft. And when you do that, it'll take a few seconds, but it'll end up on a page that looks like this that says copy. You good?
Yes.
It worked for you, Chris?
Yeah, I just dismissed that message and I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I
Okay.
had the same thing.
So,
Okay, I do not have a black bar.
oh, you may not be an admin.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have a black bar. It's like blank. But I always mess up, so hold on.
Are you logged in, Janet?
You do need to be
What's up?
logged in.
Oh, let me double check.
I wasn't. I had,
There we
I
go.
had logged in.
I'm sure that's it. Hold on.
Car-
Hold on.
Carla, I'll look at yours later in just a
Okay.
second. Okay.
Okay, I'm keeping notes.
My internet is
You don't have to stop for me. I
incredibly
can
slow.
figure it out afterwards.
No,
Paul.
but I can do that. We can pull off and do that.
Okay.
Because I see you're definitely logged in. It's just that you may not have the permissions
Okay.
that I thought you did. Okay. So what I want to suggest you do is you change the title. If you know what you're going to make, you could feel free to say, introductory playlist or something. But if you don't know, for now you could say Anna's Playground. Right? But
Sounds fun.
but give it a different title. I'm going to do Carlos. Okay. Then if you probably, I don't have a right column showing up, so I'm going to hit settings at the top, the gearbox at the top. And this is what puts it on the page. Oh wait, it's there already. Drafts, playlists, it's good. You don't have to do anything. Okay, you can now hit publish, and don't worry, it's only going to that drafts page. And you can go to view page, and you can see your setup here, right? If you go to drafts playlist, you should be able, just so you know where to find this thing again. Okay, you see everyone sort of set their thing up here except Chris Sloan, but that's okay, he'll get there. And Janet, I don't see yours yet either, but that's okay.
I just literally, my internet there's something going on in San Diego with the internet, no joke. Like it's super slow. My
Wow.
students struggled all day. I don't know. It's really, so I'm okay. I'm watching you and I'm
Okay.
slowly, I'm still on edited page. So
Okay.
don't wait for me. Just keep going.
On the black bar at the top that Carla doesn't have, there is an edit page, right? And then you can go in here and say, we invite you to, you can finish that sentence. What is a playground? It can be, and then you can consider. Now, if you don't like any of this stuff, that's cool. Quick lesson in blocks. When you click on a block, like this is a list, right? You can have all these icons over here. So each block has its own sort of somewhat
Features.
powerful features. Yeah. Okay.
Paul, can I ask a quick question?
Please. Yep.
So the example that is already up there, there's this large image. Did you add that as a featured image, or did you just insert something at the top of your?
Exactly right.
Page?
That's not mentioned yet, so that needs to be mentioned. When you go to page, you need to upload a featured image, which is over here somewhere.
So there it is, select image, that blue, there's like a blue box, I think. Go up a little bit.
Where was it?
I thought I saw it. Maybe I'm
It's here
hallucinating.
somewhere. No. Yeah, there it
There
is.
it
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you just select the image and put it in there.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's not necessary for it to be fully published like it is with a discussion post.
Exactly right.
Okay.
You're creating a page, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to put it in the back of your head, at some point, I hope, in some universe, students can start building these things too. So we're, at least making that possible. Any member can go and do this, except Carla. But I'm gonna fix that. All right. You'll notice that some of these things get pretty complicated in the block stuff, but I thought you could mess around. Let me give you one example of what can change. Let's say, so in the example, in the template, there are 3 habits of mind here, and let's say you think, you know what, those aren't the right 3 habits of mind for that activity. You would click on one, right? Oops, sorry.
So was that a link to the actual habit?
Yeah.
Is that what we just saw?
That's cool.
That is cool.
Except that's not what I want to do. Okay. It is, but you may not want that habit, right? So you click here. I cancel. That's what I have to do. When I cancel this, right? And you'll figure this out, I hope. You'll see that you can change the block type. So you can come over here and find all the habits listed here, and you can just choose that habit and it drops it in there. Okay? So that's how you can mess around with that.
So
Where'd you
that's
get
in the
cancel?
Yeah, that's my question too, Kieran.
What?
What is cancel? How, like, I didn't
Oh,
see
I don't. For some reason, when I clicked on it, you didn't see. Do you see?
we don't.
Okay.
No.
A pop-up comes up that says,
Okay.
do you want to leave this page? And I don't know why that happens, but you don't want to leave the page. Because then it gives you the options you need over here. Okay, and there's a place for 5 of them, but you could add more, obviously. All right, I think that's probably more than enough sort of introduction. I'm going to go work with Carla and Janet and Chris. Do the 2 of you want to work together again? Kieran and Anna? You can go somewhere and do that. And Chris, were you able to get the template to work?
Yeah, I know what I want to put in it. And so now I'm thinking of how my, the playlist that already exists fits with this format is kind of where I am.
So you have the technical stuff figured out.
Actually, I have the idea, the LRNG playlist that, I do a lot. It's now
no, I mean
actually messing with the interface here.
Oh, but you were able to create and publish a playlist?
I can publish it, sure. I'll publish it right now.
I just want you to be able to find it again, because sometimes pages are hard to find. That's all. But yeah, let me just work with. Okay, so you're okay messing around, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have my template app. I'm on the page and it says I've got like the pretty little colors boxes, and then it says we invite you to.
Yep.
What is activities, blah, blah, blah.
Right. You might refer back to the one playlist that's finished, right? To give you an idea of how this is working out.
Okay. So let me go to playlists.
And Carla, I'm going to go.
Do I click on the drafts one?
No, click on the playlist at the button at the way at the top in the orange. And that should open into a different tab.
Okay, hold on.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go check Carla's account.
Okay.
But Janet, you can't go wrong because that's yours. You know, that's your template now. You just feel free to mess around and break it. And
how do I label it? So I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at it.
Oh,
how do I make it Janet's Playground?
Did you go to edit? Way at
Probably.
the top in the black bar, it's edit this page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't on this one. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what the heck is up with her internet. It is so bad.
Whose internet?
Okay. Mine.
Oh.
It's just everything's like so slow. Okay, edit this page. Where is that? Playlist template. Copy to new draft. Is that what I want?
No.
That's what it says. It says Youth Voices, new, Gammy Press, copy to new draft. It doesn't say make a. Do you want me to share my screen? No, I can't. Never mind.
Yeah, you can.
I can, but
I can stop sharing because I'm not doing anything. It's worth sharing. Yeah, go ahead, share.
okay, how do I do that on here? Let me see. Oh my God, I had so much fun with my students here the other day, though. My little. So I hit screen share. This room, start broadcast. Oh, there we go. Okay. Share. It wants to share the contents of your screen. Yes. Share. It won't let me push share. Why not? It's like, oh, the share screen says, do I have to do something in my settings?
No.
Turned off. It's crossed out. I have my camera on and my microphone on.
Okay.
Let me see.
Carla?
Now I'm figuring out space.
Carla, I just made you a teacher. You should have a black bar
Okay,
now.
let me check. Let me refresh.
What school program should I put you in?
Oh, I got it, Paul. Siskiyou County Office of Education or SCOE.
It's okay, but spell Siskiyou for me.
SISKIYOU.
Okay. I'm just filling in the stuff. And where is this? It's in Siskiyou County?
Siskiyou County.
What is it doing?
You're fine. You're fine. Wait. Okay, Carla, you don't have to create another one. You could just go onto the drafts page and edit the one I called Carla's Playground.
Oh,
Because
great.
I'm in other rooms.
Okay.
Okay, wait, that's why.
Janet, you're doing fine.
It's all in everybody's room. That's why. I got it.
Janet, come over here.
I'm back.
Follow me. Okay, you just need to change the tab.
Oh.
So go, yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. See where I'm looking up here? Oh wait, here's my playlist template. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one.
Okay. No,
this
but
is what it looks like.
You created one now though. So under playlists, you're logged in. Yeah. Under playlists, go to drafts playlists. This is good because I want you to be able to find this again. And now you're going to watch your, no, it's not too bad. And now you created a playground, right? So scroll down.
Okay. Do I have something on here?
Oh, you didn't create it yet? Oh.
No.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so go back.
Go back to
Or it doesn't matter.
this template.
Yeah, good. Okay, ready? Now you see, that's why, okay. Copy to a new draft. Yep. It is so much easier when you can see what the person is doing. This takes a little bit.
You should have seen us trying to give the LPAC. We virtually, you guys, it's crazy.
Oh man, I can't even imagine.
I have kids with 2 computers and me with 2 computers, and it's, oh my God. So this is
coming.
kind of my day. See how slow it is? It's just my internet though.
It is probably, although this process takes a little time because it's copying a lot. But Carla, are you okay with your editing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure stuff out. So
okay.
Oh, there we go.
By the way, I'm going to tell you to get rid of that welcome to the block editor this time. But at some point, it's well worth reading through that information. It's useful. And you can just search block editor on WordPress and that same information will come up. Okay, now scroll way to the top.
Okay.
Until you get a title. Yeah, there you go. It's got a lot of stuff in it. There, now make this Janet's playground.
Okay,
where it says copy the playlist. Yeah.
I have too many things.
So Paul, I get a pop-up that says this post is already being edited.
Oh, that's because I'm on it. Can you just say take over?
Well, when I do take over, it says leave site. Changes you made may not be saved. Is it okay to leave?
I'll also get off it. How about that?
I just didn't want to leave and lose the changes that you made.
I only changed the title.
Okay.
I got off it, and if you leave, you'll be able to find it again on the.
Okay.
I don't think you'll lose anything.
Okay.
Okay. Why do we see Anna's playground? Janet? Were you creating?
I'm on Janet's playground. So I did Janet's playground, and then what do I do?
But I see Anna.
Now I can start playing.
I know why I see. Wait, you did Janet's playground? You didn't do Anna's playground?
No, I wrote Janet's playground. I'm supposed to, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Can you go? Is that you typing?
Yeah.
Okay. It says on my screen, it says Anna's playground.
Huh.
Are you sure you wrote Janet's?
I'm looking. I want to see my screen.
I am looking at your screen, I thought.
Okay. It says Janet's in front of me.
We invite you to make is that Anna writing? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay. I think Anna jumped in, which is fine. Okay. So all you need to do, let's get out of Carla's space here so she doesn't have to hear us. Come on over here, Janet. A little bit.
I got to look at you because I'm writing my computer.
So don't worry.
I can leave that way. Janet doesn't have to do anything.
Okay, good. No. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, Janet. So here's so you want to publish
just that little piece?
Yeah, go ahead and publish that page.
I'm ready to publish, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And then go
and then that's where I can find it.
And now up in the up in the orange thing at the top, so you be able to find it again later. You want to go to draft playlists, and you should see it there.
Okay.
Let me see if it's there.
It's really slow. I'm telling you, it's like crazy.
Huh.
It should get there soon, maybe. It's still publishing. Like, I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Okay. That's
so
fine.
don't worry. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's just taking forever.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I just want you to be able to find it again, and then so that you can mess around on it. I'm gonna go while that's happening. I'm gonna go check on the others.
Okay.
Are you
We'll
two?
be speaking to. Hi.
Are you two doing okay? Any tech questions? Any other questions?
We're
Barely got the seed of an idea.
Okay.
But I'm excited about it. So we don't have any tech questions yet, I guess.
Okay. Good.
So we're making a playlist on how to make a portfolio.
Perfect.
On how to make your choices of what to bookmark. And then, do we have anything on Youth Voices already for how to make choices of what to bookmark, and also, yeah.
There is in LRNG. There is a how to make a portfolio playlist.
Right, that's it. Okay.
It's called something. Well, I'll look for it.
So then, would we want to?
I found it, Kieran. I can put the link in the chat, and we can maybe see how they've.
The they is Karen and me, but
Yes.
so you can ask us.
Sorry.
But it's okay. No, it's
There's the link, I think.
absolutely. So, but there was no bookmarking in that, and so yeah. So if you were going to ask, so you just want to use that as a resource, and like feel free to copy and paste stuff from it.
Yeah, that's my question.
But you don't have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Right on the cusp of saying this, but there, one of the, I'm going to go say hi to Emily, but one of the latest things I've added is a flip book.
Ah.
So,
Flip book?
yeah. So the Google Web Stories is one way to think about portfolio, but a flip book is another way to consider.
Cool.
But that would be down the line a little bit. But I would love to imagine that a youth makes decisions about how they want to present their portfolio, right?
Wow.
So
yeah.
So maybe this playlist is all about like the different steps at the decision point, like the different points of like first you're like collecting and bookmarking things, and then you're like deciding the best presentation format, and then you're publishing it or distributing it out in the world.
Yep.
That makes sense to me.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. It's
Hi.
been a while. Sorry, I just got out of that class, so.
That's cool. Come on over here. We'll talk. Have you been in a Kumo space before?
No.
Okay. So quick introductions. It's pretty, you've already figured out how to move up and
How
down.
to move around, yeah.
That's good. When children come in, they chase each other, but you can do that if you'd like.
Yeah.
So you see the up and down arrow keys to move around. Part of the reason for it is what we just did. Whoa, what happened? Somebody's sharing. It's okay. I'll just make that small again. Okay. Did that pop up? You can make it small in the lower right if it blocked us.
I can move it around too. I think I've gotten it as small as I can, but I can move it around.
Yeah, good. And then, so there's a sort of zone. It's a spotlight, when you're in that spotlight, you can hear people there. When you're out of that spotlight, you can't hear.
I did not notice that, but I did realize that as soon as you're close to others, you can hear them.
And there are ways to adjust that, but let me just check something just to see. I'm checking to see if I can make you a co-host if needed. Did you? Yeah, you are. Co-host. All right, which sticks, by the way. So you see, you're now deputized.
Okay.
By the way, hi. How are you?
Hello. I've been all right. Just very busy and teaching daily full time during this year. So
we're just about to launch into doing the same thing we did last summer.
Very nice.
With a new group, yeah. So that's Marina Lombardo is doing it with me.
Okay.
And since they have a lot of something they didn't tell us, but they even have more this year. They have a lot of early childhood.
Okay.
And she teaches elementary school, so that you'll be a good guide on it. Anyway, so that's the up and down, and that's the moving around, and that's why the chat is kind of obvious, except that it also has a nearby, so you could just chat with people in your circle.
Okay.
You can.
I see that, and send messages to individuals.
Right, and you see how people can share the screen. You could also go out to a different room, and we wouldn't see your screen. And anyway, there are lots of different possibilities. It's mainly being able to like have a small group go on, and then I can go over and say, "Hey, Karen and Anna, you guys okay?" or go down and talk to Janet.
I appreciate this. This would make work a lot easier.
Yeah, and my dream, and they keep saying that they're going to do it, but is that we will be able to design something inside so that on the table, you click and a video will come up for you, kind of thing. So like Easter eggs around that people can find. Is that the right word? Right. So nice to see you. Do you want to? This would be very fast, but I think you could probably do it. Are you logged into Youth Voices?
Not right now, but I can do that.
Okay, and then I'll show you how to get a playlist set up on Youth Voices, and you can mess with it when you'd like. While you do that, I'll go check with others. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what you need to do.
I mean, is that 1-point rubric just for your particular setting, or is it like district wide?
Our site is a charter school, so it's our site. So it's something that actually the English department is playing with.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to learn more about that.
Okay, as I get I'll try and bring some samples. It's really becoming, because we were tired of having, I guess the conversation that we're having is, okay, but if you're below, one of the reasons about having it below is it's when you have a rubric that has those things that are below, right? It tells you what you need to work on next. But frankly, you can do that within the meets, right? So you have your rubric. Here's your expectation of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
All right. They don't want to talk to me, so it's fine. Do you have Youth Voices open?
I do.
Okay. So on the orange at the top under playlists, there's a drop down that goes to drafts.
Yes.
Click that.
Okay.
And then way at the bottom, I hope it's still at the bottom, there's a template. At some point you might want to look through. I spent some time sort of saying what we imagine is in a playlist. And that's on the set up your profile playlist. You can look at that later. But if you open the template, and then at the top, probably way over to the right, there's a make a copy of this, or however they say it. Do you see that? Copy to draft, I think they say. It's on the black bar at the top, which you should have.
Oh, there it is. My window was not big enough. There it is.
that happens.
Okay. So I press that.
It'll take a few seconds because it's copying a lot. And just so you can find this again, you want to go right to the title and put in Emily's Playground. That's what we're calling them.
Okay. So.
And then go ahead and it's all the details you need are in already because you copied it. So you can go ahead and if you've changed the title. What's not obvious in the template is you do need to add at some point a featured image, but the rest of it's sort of explained. So you want to publish this?
Okay.
And then go to the page and or go back to go back
so
to
and then I just pressed view page. All right. It is up with the title Emily's Draft.
There it is. Emily's Playground, right? Yeah, good. So now you know you can go to the drafts page.
Okay.
Click on it, and then there's on the black bar again, way at the top, there's edit page. I don't know if you know WordPress blocks yet, but the main thing to know is that every little piece, like even lists, have their own features, which you can control.
Okay.
Right. And you'll see. I mean, we're not reinventing anything here, but there's some notion of what we learned from LRNG, putting it all here. The big difference is that, and some of the language is in there already, when you do it, it automatically goes to your profile in Youth Voices. You don't have to turn it in twice.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So that's and also you'll see in the activities there are places for giving examples, right? So that we are linking to work that already exists and they can see it that way.
Okay, so I see I see how you could insert a hyperlink, and then I see the insert video here.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on there. Again, worth reviewing the playlists once they get finished. The one that's finished is set up your profile. And so that's sort of, again, I hope these keep, growing and getting better and whatever, but that's the state of the art now. And you can kind of build something, whatever you'd like to build through the summer. And it'd be great if you did. And we'll get back to you and you'll get back to us. And
yeah, I actually have to build a curriculum over the summer. So for my dissertation. So I'll be teaching again middle school this next upcoming year.
Oh, so cool.
It's probably my last time in a classroom for a while.
Why?
Well, I just think that I want to go on to higher ed, focus on higher ed. Yeah. But we'll see.
Okay, so whatever you can share with us, that'd be great. And let's pull all together here for a second. I'm going to announce that. You'll see how that works here. But all right, hi. Let's pull together on the couches and just quick go around what you're thinking now. I'm going to turn this off.
I feel like we made some progress.
Ish. Yeah.
Ish.
Okay, so
I learned
about the progress stuff. We're going to do exactly the same thing next week. Okay, so let's come and mess around a little bit again next week. And then the other thing to say is that 2 weeks from now, students who have created a what do we call this? An online literary magazine in the Bronx are going to be joining us and showing us their literary magazine. So that's fun.
Wow.
But
Amazing.
But we're going to keep doing this, and I'm going to shut up here. I promise. And my hope is that you just work on this whenever you can, and however you can, and we keep going. What are your thoughts as we go here?
How can we invite someone, like if I wanted to invite Kieran or you who are like the OGs on portfolio stuff, how would I invite you guys to edit this playlist I'm working on about portfolios?
Well, first of all, I don't think you can edit at the same time.
Right.
But you can edit serially. So yeah, just send us an email and say, go look at my thing, right?
So I don't need to like give someone special permission. I just send you the link, the thing.
That's right.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. It's on the draft, and yep, that will continue to be true even after it's published too. By the way, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is. Other thoughts?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like having the curriculum on Youth Voices and the exemplars together, because those are real common things for me. It's like right now I'll do an assignment on my LMS, and then I will have them do some work on Youth Voices, and then like I'll point them to exemplars on Youth Voices, but having it all in the same house. I think really answers some questions, helps me, because that's how I do it. It's like, here's this thing, and like they have to navigate Youth Voices. Well, here's the assignment, and here's some examples of really good stuff. I think is really helpful. Yeah.
Cool. Janet, you okay?
I'm good, because Chris, talked me through some stuff, and I think I was saying the same thing to Chris about. I have a few kids that have juniors that have kind of found Youth Voices to be super helpful, and Amal is one of them. And she's really excited next year to take the writing club into this piece, and I'm excited because LRNG, as much as I like it, it's another place to go. It's not something I can get. Like you all know, I'm assisting in classrooms, and I don't have my own space, and so really being able to do something like this, putting the playlist here in this spot, I think it's going to be really exciting, because it's one less thing. Chris and I were talking about that. It's like one less thing to have to move and do, and
yeah, and for me,
look at those as some mentor text to maybe create something simpler to start this summer in summer school, because we'll start in a few weeks. We're still in school till June, y'all that are done, by the way.
You're going to have a summer session that starts in a few weeks, or?
We start summer session a week after we're out of school. Yeah.
So
we're going to have.
So, yeah, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great to keep Youth Voices going during the summer, and
it would be fun to take one. I'm trying to convince somebody to do one of these, as their, because we have 3-week units. I mean, it would be so great to do this in the English. So I'm going to kind of look and see what they're doing, and then see if I can create a playlist to play with in one of those classes. That's kind of my goal.
And or use one that exists already, right? Or that's what.
Yeah, well, Chris Sloan's like, here, come up with 10 questions about that would be perfect. I mean,
yeah.
Especially our freshmen have to go to summer school, so.
Okay. Emily got here late, but thanks for stopping in.
I'm sorry I had to get here late. I'm still
cool.
teaching, so yeah.
We're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to emphasize the late part. Yeah. But yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. And Carla, thanks for stopping by. How was it to play here?
It was fun to play here. I'm excited about this. I feel like I'm playing catch up a little bit, but I'm excited about the possibilities of this. So I'm going to be playing around with it a little bit when I get a chance, and see if I can figure out, how to navigate through it. But I really am excited by the possibilities, and I appreciate the opportunity to play.
Cool. All right. Anybody else want to jump in? We can say goodbye. They added a new icon on the bar at the bottom. You can just escape easily.
Oh, you don't have to scroll down.
But if you want to, you can.
I'm gonna miss all crowding at the bottom of the screen, right over the exit button.
Well, it's fun to race out. No, I think that's good. It's got, even with only the 5 of us in it the other day, they were having so much fun, but they all did the same thing we all first did. They like sat on the button, and it's just like Amal, and she's like, no, I'm doing it on purpose. It's cracking me up. I want to.
Hilarious. All right,
guys.
So we'll meet again next week if you're available. Thanks a lot.
Thanks guys.
See ya.
Everybody.
Bye, thanks everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.